I'm Caz Parker for MMH, the home of rock radio. And today I'm joined by Sam and Carl and Robin and Matt from the fantastic Revenant. Welcome, welcome. First of all, how are you doing?
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
Thank
Really
you.
good.
Yeah,
Really
thank
good.
you. Two thumbs up.
Two thumbs up is what we want, absolutely. So much going on for you guys. Super busy. Because I've been doing a lot of research ahead of this. So there are some things we want to focus on today, though. So things I know that are coming up. You've got a run of shows. You're currently on those at the moment. I think two have just happened and there's more coming up. So we'll do a little round robin of what's coming up. We've got an EP coming out soon called Black Dogs and Sad Men.
Yep.
We'll have a little bit of a chat about that. And obviously, not obviously for everybody else, but there is a tour at the start of 2026 supporting the wonderful Preacher Stone back here from the US, touring the UK with you guys as support. So that'll be really cool too. So first of all, I think we should talk about the forthcoming EP and then we'll talk about live stuff, if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Marvelous.
spot on.
So little bits of research I've done. You only formed back in 2023, so really you're a wee bairn. A wee bit, and yet so much is happening. I mean, the amount of streams you get in monthly on Spotify, very impressive, I must say. But if people don't know you, you're described as a huge rock sound with a southern spin. Debut EP, What a Time to Be Alive, got some fantastic comments. I'm going to read them out, but some of them are one of the best guitar releases of the year, one of the most refreshing, exciting sounds around. And then the sophomore EP, Best Medicine, was described as Southern Dirt, pensive twists, and bright 70s flair. And this will put them firmly on the map. So again, all of that is pretty impressive for a wee band, really. Um, so what would you like reviewers to be saying about the next one?
Oh,
Oh.
not these guys again.
Yeah,
How many
Yeah.
EPs is it now? God.
Yeah. No, I think we just want to we want them to be saying that, we're still doing our thing we're writing songs about real life, about things that happen to real people, but with playing it over rock and roll music because that's what we like and that's what we try and do. And we always write about what we know, what people that we know are going through, all of those kind of things. And I think we just want that to carry on and ultimately mean something to people and have a good time doing it, I guess.
and I guess if it's relatable, that's what matters, isn't it? There's something about the power of music that if you can relate to it on whatever level that might be, you're probably going to enjoy it a lot more. So, yeah, real life stuff. We like that. Okay, so yeah, let's hope that that's what the reviewers are saying. Let's also hope that they're saying it's amazing. Go buy
That
it.
too. That'd
Because
be
that's
nice,
what we
yeah.
want everybody else to do.
That would be nice.
We
It
want
would
this
be
to be successful. So yeah. So
nice.
selling job then for the current live dates. Because there's bound to be one near everyone that's watching. So I'm not going to go through everything with a fine tooth comb because that's what the socials are for. That's what your website's for. All of the information's there. But just to prick people's ears up, we have got Southampton on the 3rd of October, Sheffield on the 4th, Wolverhampton on the 10th, and we'll come back to that one. Newark on the 11th of October, a little break, I spy, and then November, we're back again. 7th is in London, 8th is in Bridgewater, 9th is in Southampton, 14th in Bristol, and then again another little break. December the 12th is Bradford and the 17th is Bilston. And then we've got Preacher Stone across January and February. So we've got a whole bunch of dates for that tour as well. And you two bands should work really well together. It's really, I mean, it's got to be
Yeah,
the same vibe, hasn't it, if you're going to support them? But
Yeah.
that should be a really nice fit, I think. So
yeah.
both of you will help each other out, bring more people to the show. So that's all of the dates that I can see that are there. But we do want to give a special mention, like I've said, to the show on the 10th of October, and that one's at the Gifford Arms in Wolverhampton. That is a place I frequent. I was there only on Saturday. It's
Oh,
fairly
nice.
local
Yeah.
to me. Um, so that is the EP release headline show. So that's your show, completely yours. So let's sell it to everybody because, again, you can sell yourselves better than anybody else. Why should they be there? I mean, why should they be at any of the shows, but specifically that one as well? do
We're
both.
going to be there and we're going to be playing music. That's
Oh, come on. Give us a little bit more
Are
than
we?
that.
Well, most people don't know it yet, but we are the best band in the world. So you might as well come and watch us now. And then,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can say, oh, we saw them before they were massive because we won't care about you after that. So
Yeah.
just come and watch us now while we'll be nice to you.
Get it while it's cheap.
Yeah.
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 Perfect. Absolutely. And that is what happens, isn't it? Of course it is.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
you're pulling out all the stops, being super nice, but then you'll soon be going through that. What did they call it in Wayne's World? Bloated dead on a toilet phase.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
already been there.
Think
I've
I'm already
circled
there.
back
Yeah.
again.
Oh, he's nicked my joke. Nicked my joke.
Uh, well, I seem to know a lot about what's happening, but I always have to ask, of all the things I've mentioned, is there anything else that's in the pipeline that I didn't mention already? Like, I mean, if it was a secret or an exclusive for MMH and Caz Parker viewers, listeners, then that would also be awesome. But is there anything that's coming up that I don't currently know about?
I don't think so. Oh, we have just for anyone that's watching that's near sort of well in the Berkshire area, we are playing a hometown headline show on the 20th of December, Matt, is that right?
Yeah. 20th of December at Newbury Arlington Arts, which
Ah,
is where half of us are from. That hasn't been officially announced yet. It's
As
going to
now.
be announced though, so it's just it's not a problem talking about it. Um, but yeah, so that'd be a nice kind of Christmas shindig before we all break up from school,
yay.
and then and do what we do with our families and stuff. So yeah, that'd be quite a good one. We've again, it's kind of similar to the Gifford Arms in the sense that we're now starting to push into newer territories and also newer headline slots, and we're starting to get out of our comfort zone now because it's all well and good kind of hiding on these support slots and these festival bills and playing to decent crowds, and then actually it's like, okay, well, you got to go and play in Wolverhampton then in the Gifford Arms, and it's really a place where we're not really that well known, if I'm completely honest. So for us to then like go and play there, it's like, okay, cool. We need to start promoting it, pushing it, and getting people to come out. And then over the years, we'll build it up, and hopefully in a few years, it's not a problem. Selling out the Gifford Arms and things like that. So we're starting to do that in a few territories now, like Faversham and Wolverhampton. I think Sheffield's probably going to become a new territory, Manchester, and those kind of places. But yeah, that's the main thing is another big headline show in Newbury, which still, even though it's our hometown, the moment that I agree to it, I start panicking and get that anxiety of going, but no one's going to come and watch us. No one,
Ah,
last time we played in Newbury, there was 400 people. So it's like, okay, great. But I think even Ozzy struggled with that. Even Ozzy was saying, but no one's going to come and watch us. There are people out there. So I think that's just musicians. But
yeah.
but yeah, that's the scoop that you can have there.
Thank you. I'm very pleased with that. And also, don't forget, this sort of anxiety drives you, doesn't it? It drives you to make sure that everything does go well and that you do put the effort into promoting it and all of those things. And this is a little bit, it feels like you're going to think I only ever watch Wayne's World, but if you book them, they will come. There will be a a naked Indian appearing in a dream at some point. You'll be having the anxiety,
I'm
but
not
you know
again.
what? Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be absolutely fine. I'm absolutely sure of that. So, tips for you, the Gifford Arms. Have you been before?
No.
Yes,
Okay. Well, it's really
Oh,
cool.
Carl has.
I played
Ah,
there.
okay.
I played there 3 times, different bands and stuff. One time I played there. As soon as we got there, the building got struck by lightning, and just everything went out, and the place got flooded. That's as soon as we walked through the door. So I thought that was quite cool.
Wow. I, I didn't even know that had ever happened to the Gifford Arms. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
maybe as a stroke of luck, it could happen again because this could be some really good publicity. I mean, no publicity is bad publicity, right?
right, exactly. We
If
soon as
lightning could strike twice in the same place, and I
Southern
love the
band
fact that
comes
it
up
was
to the
all.
Midlands,
It
ruins the
did.
venue. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't be fun.
because
But that does.
they've got that great throne in there. I
Yes,
don't know if the rest of you guys are seeing it, but it's got like really ornate throne thing. As soon as we sat down in that, the place just got hit by lightning.
it sounds very biblical, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I sat in the throne,
yeah.
lightning, floods,
I mean, normally happens,
plagues
but I
of
don't,
parasites. That's just
locusts.
normally
Yeah.
in.
Carl is our holy member of this particular band. If it's going to happen to anyone, it will happen to Carl.
Yeah. And maybe it's sacred ground, and maybe you walking in caused all of that happening to happen. Maybe
Yeah.
you're Damien or something. I don't know.
It's on one of them. It's on one of them fault lines or something.
It must be. It must be. Well, I'll give you a few tips. You know about the big chair anyway now. So don't sit on the arms because they give you bruises on your legs. Because I've done that. I've perched on there before when multiple people, we've all been in a photo together. So, but the GIF is really cool for the fact that when the gig finishes, then there's a disco upstairs and there's a disco downstairs. So you can kind of carry on partying, which is really nice. It's a cool venue full of like-minded people in general. And also, another little tip for you. Oh, there's two funny things. So at the back, if you do get a dressing room at the back, look out for the leopard print sex chair. It's
Okay.
You wouldn't necessarily know it was a sex chair, but if you see a leopard print thing stood up, that's what it is. Because I conducted an interview on it, thinking I was like Paula Yates. I was like, "What's that? Sex chair?" Right, I'm interviewing on it, but it's kind of like a chaise longue. It's really odd, and oh, the other thing is, next to the stage, there's a little corner area that's usually curtained off so you can put all your gear behind it. Look out for the golden bumhole cushions.
Okay.
I'll say no more.
Golden
You'll
bum
know.
holes and leopard print sex chairs. This sounds like I
Yeah.
need to move to Wolverhampton,
Yeah,
to
boys,
be
this sounds like
honest.
a great gig, to be honest. And if that
Yeah,
doesn't sell tickets, I don't know what will.
I don't care if
It's a
no one
home.
comes
It's a
along.
home from
What does it
home.
yeah.
You can tell
What
I've
about a holiday home up there?
you can tell I've spent too much time in there. But yeah, so you'll know when you see them, you'll go, aha, I see what she means. Okay, so now we're going to do a few random questions. So yeah, we're going to move away from the tours and the EPs and stuff and just get to know you a little bit.
Okay.
So what's a gig
Super.
memory? A gig memory you never want to let go of.
Oh,
We don't mention it enough. The first gig that we ever played, we started with a song, the first song we ever wrote called Coming Back to Life, and it's
oh
in
yeah.
drop D. So for the guitar nerds that are listening, it's when you change from the standard tune into slightly lower and it sounds a bit heavier.
Bit heavier, yeah. It's my
And
favorite of all the notes and all the chords. Drop D is my favorite.
yeah,
Amen.
yeah. Well, and to reference another rock movie, Spinal Tap,
Yeah.
it's in D, and D minor is the saddest key of all time. So there you go.
Oh,
But Robin actually couldn't see because he always wears shades when he's not shades, but they're like John Lennon glasses, the little red glasses. He couldn't see his tuner, and he actually tuned to D flat.
oh no.
Oh,
So we were all in
Yeah.
drop D, and then we hit the first chord, and we're all looking around going, "Well, that sounds a bit weird. What's that noise?" And then Robin's like, "Yeah, it's my bass guitar." So
Yeah,
that was the
first note, the
first
first
ever
song of the
moment we
first
played
gig.
live.
Yeah.
And there was
Oh
people
no.
in anticipation come to see us. They're like, "Oh, this is going to be great. I've heard these guys are writing
Yeah.
some great stuff." And then Robin's just
there there
ruined it.
was also we did a gig in Reading, and I was meticulous in my planning. I tuned all the guitars, we'd sound checked, I tuned them all again. The last song, it's my ego podium moment with the guitar solo, and the guitar wasn't just it wasn't even out of tune to a note. You know when something's just so ever so slightly out of tune that it's worse than if it was like really out of tune. It was like that, and I just stopped playing, and I just
Yeah.
was like, I genuinely wish the ground would just open up and swallow me up.
Uh, well, the weird thing is with this, I had another question, which was the most embarrassing moment on stage, because this one, the gig memory, was supposed to be the best thing that had ever happened. So now it's too late. You've done the embarrassing ones.
I
So
could switch it round.
go on then. Is there a really amazing thing that you just think, actually, that was a moment?
So we were playing in. Oh, I can't remember what it was. We were playing. It was maybe 6 to 8 months after we'd started, and we now finish our set usually with "Coming Back to Life," which was the first song that we wrote together. Anyway, I was doing the guitar solo. I then realised toward the end that I wasn't going to make it back to the microphone, and so I like basically threw myself across the stage. But I needn't have worried because the crowd just sang the chorus back to me, and it was just I will never ever get used to that in this band
Mm.
when people are singing our songs back to us, and it makes all the times that you've just thrown it around a room or you've driven miles in traffic or whatever, it just makes it like the best feeling ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a, a lot of people say that actually. I've heard bands say hearing the crowd sing your song back at you is just astonishing. You create this stuff and you just hope it'll resonate and you hope people will love it. And that must be an incredible feeling. One I've never had, obviously, because I don't do the singing and the playing. But yeah, anything else? Any other really special memories?
Yeah, the last two gigs actually, when from similar to kind of what Sam said, but the last two gigs we played were Faversham and
The
where did
Brook.
we play?
Where?
Southampton, the Brook. We
Brook
played
in
the Brook.
Southampton, yeah,
Southampton.
Southampton the Brook. We played so many, I just forget where we play. And
Becomes a blur.
but we wrote a song. We wrote a song called "Least I Can Do," which I kind of wrote. Well, I did write it about my two daughters and becoming a father and stuff like that. And it's not necessarily a popular song of ours, but it's a bit different in the set, and it's a bit of a slower ballad type
Yeah.
thing. And we played it uh, at Faversham because we needed to fill an hour and a half, so it went in the set. And then all of a sudden there was one woman that was just sat there singing literally every word, and I was just thinking, "What's going on? This never happens." So that was great to kind of hear someone to hear that really connect with someone. And then afterwards, when we played at the Brook, someone come up to us and said, "Oh, you didn't play my favourite song of yours." I was like, "Oh, what was that?" Considering that I thought we played all of our best stuff because
Mm.
it's at the Brook in Southampton. He was, "Oh, you didn't play Least I Can Do," and I was like, that was just nice to have that, for I guess from my personal thing, writing that
Yeah.
song. But I mean, we could talk about all the great times that we've had playing gigs, but yeah, that was a nice feeling writing those songs and then having people say that was good.
Ah, that's lovely. Those are really cute, really special. Anybody else before I chuck more questions at you?
Mine's pretty quick. I think for me is when we played 5 Volt Festival. Obviously, we fought
Ah,
really hard to get into that. We
yeah.
did the Battle of the Bands and everything. We got through by one vote from the judges. It was like
Yeah.
super, super, super tense. Obviously, we're a bunch of Southerners coming up to Manchester. We didn't actually expect them to care that we were there, to be fair. But it was really nice to then get there to the festival. And before we go on stage on the second stage, they're like, "Here's an area just for you. All the beer's free. There's a pool table and a
Oh, yeah.
dartboard." And
Yeah.
you're just like, yeah, but who am I? Like, why why do I get to be treated like that? It's just really nice and humbling, but it's good to it's the opposite of humbling at the same time. It's like, oh, this is nice. This is good to feel super special. It's really heartwarming and stuff, but it also does strike your ego like a bell, and you're like, yeah, I'm the coolest cat. I'm the coolest guy around right now.
Ah,
But that I thought that was so cool just to be dip the toe into that world for the first time at that scale was just really special to me, I think.
It's
yeah,
nice, yeah, nice.
that backstage area is pretty blooming special. I was in
Yeah.
there this year as well. It was yeah, and the rooftop where you can look out. I got
Mm.
a lovely
Yeah.
picture of probably got the sun setting as well. It's just they do spoil you. And I
Yeah.
think,
Great
I
Yeah.
festival, good festival
because,
5
yeah, because of the setting as well, with the, it being on a farm and everything, it's just arranged so nicely so that they can devote that area. So, yeah, it is a pretty special one, and you should enjoy it. You should enjoy every minute of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Carl, have
think
you
so.
ever
Absolutely did.
enjoyed yourself in this band or
I,
not?
no,
No.
it's a constant drag. No, my favorite gig I think that we played, I'd have to say was the Made of Stone one. Just, I mean, that was massive. That was our biggest one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It, and I think Sophie Lloyd was on before us on the main stage, and she unfortunately went over a little bit, which impacted our audience to start with. But by the end of our set, it was just people for as far as you could see, and it was
See it, people, yeah.
it blew me away. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
another fantastic festival. Yeah, I absolutely love
yeah.
it there. Usually good weather as well in Maidstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was
Yeah,
all of the
more or
festivals of
less. Yeah. Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
much all the festivals have had good weather this year because it's been the blooming summer of heat wave, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's been good.
Been the other way. We've been sweating out of everywhere. No, those are lovely. They're all really good. Really nice memories. So another question then, I like to ask this one. Have you, because you were talking about at the moment as well, especially talking to fans, them coming and meeting you, you're probably signing things, feeling like a rock star. That's all wonderful. So for some people, you're already musical heroes. But my question to you guys, Have you ever met any of your musical heroes that's actually made you go a bit fanboy and starstruck?
I so I was 17 in Brighton, and my one of my guitar heroes is Joe Bonamassa, right?
Hmm.
And my university lecturer said, "Oh, Sam, Bonamassa's coming. I've signed you up for a backstage like meet and greet." I was like, "Oh,
Nice.
great." I threw loads of stuff into a bag, slung my guitar on my shoulder, went down there, and to cut a long story short, I was saying, "Oh, here you go, Joe. Can you sign that?" And he went, "Yeah, but this is like a Russian bootleg. Where did you get this from?" And I was like, "Oh, don't worry about that. Can you sign this now?" And he's going, "Yeah, but this, where have you got this from?" I was like, I've got." Now I look back on it, he probably thought this guy needs security. Like it was like I don't know. Oh, I cringe thinking about it now. But he signed my guitar.
Ah, well, you got it signed anyway, even though you got a dodgy guitar. But
Yes, this is true.
that's probably very special. That might be the only signed one of the dodgy variety in the whole world.
I
And it's
do wonder if I ever meet him again, if he'll go, "Oh yeah, you're the weird kid."
you're him. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Your card has been marked. Next time you won't be getting anywhere closer.
No, no, yeah,
There'll be a picture of you. Security will be like,
yeah,
nope.
yeah.
Anybody else?
God, I love some amazing ones.
It's difficult. I don't think I bumped into Kelly Osbourne once, right?
I bumped into.
Yeah, well,
Say sorry.
well, and it was at Fleet Service Station, right? It's the most bizarre place I would ever bump to see Kelly Osbourne, and I I just thought it was somebody that I knew, like it was a friend of mine. So I'm like, "Oh, you're all right? How's it going?" Da, da, da. And it wasn't until like I was halfway through that sentence, I was like, that's Kelly Osbourne. That's not the one I know."
So
So
what?
was she like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm all
okay.
right, Cole. How are
Yeah,
you,
she's
mate? You
like,
all right?
"All right, yeah,
So
yeah."
what happened in the conversation? Did you suddenly start having a
I was just like,
mild panic?
yeah, I just went, she turned off, right? And
That's
she went,
fine.
"Yeah, hi, hi," and then she left quite quickly.
With a sausage roll.
Yeah.
Any others?
You must have
Uh,
some women.
uh, well, the only actual sort of famous uh guitarist I've ever met is actually Ace from Skunk and Anansie. I did sound for a masterclass he did for my college. Really nice guy. I got to sound check with him and everything, set all of his stuff up. That was really nice. Aside from that, though, in terms of something that sort of actually struck me is since way back in sort of 2008, I've been a massive Avenged Sevenfold fan, and I went to see one of their concerts, and I was sort of balcony right to the side of the stage, like not super great seats, but still like fairly close to the NEC. And it was sort of after the show, everyone's walking out, they're throwing stuff into the crowd or whatever. I feel like a slight ding on my chest, and I hear what, as a guitarist will know, the unmistakable sound of a guitar pick falling on the floor.
Mm.
There's no other sound like it on the planet. I heard plastic hit concrete,
Yeah.
and I stopped dead, nearly knocked my brother off the balcony, turned my torch, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And there was one of his incredibly thick picks. He just winged out into the crowd, actually physically hit me, and I
Yeah.
was like cradling it for weeks. I was
Uh,
going to college, just like, "Guys, look what I've got."
You've got a
I've
claim
still got
there,
it.
Robin.
Say again?
You got a claim there, mate, for
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
mistreatment.
yeah. I was thinking it's a bit like lightning striking the GIF, isn't it? I mean, what are the
Yeah,
chances in all
yeah.
those
Well, exactly
people?
that. Yeah.
I think it's definitely a lucky thing, and you should be very proud of it. Maybe get it put in a necklace or something.
I've got it on a bracelet mounted to my pinboard covered in
Already
tickets.
done. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a pin. I've got two pin boards covered in tickets. Ridiculous.
Well,
Um, Matthew, are you the only one who didn't give me
Oh
a?
yeah, you've got loads, Matt. Come
You
on.
don't have to. I'm kind of looking for starstruck. Like, did I go fanboy? Was I a bit silly? But it's
I've never been starstruck, but
too cool for that.
yeah, I am to be fair. I,
gives
no, I
zero
think
fucks.
no, my favourite one, I think the one that means the most to me. I've met pretty much all of my guitar heroes, but the one that means the most to me was I met Scott Gorham from Thin Lizzy,
Oh yeah.
and I was in a previous band at the time. Funnily enough, I was in the band with Sam, and we wrote a song that was very Thin Lizzy,
Yeah.
and it actually got to Scott Gorham, and I ended up backstage at the Shepherd's Bush Empire when it was Black Star Riders, Phil Campbell, and I want to say Michael Monroe. So this was like a couple of years ago, and the PR lady that we were working with at the time, she got us backstage, and yeah, I literally had about a minute with him on the way out as he was leaving to go to the tour bus and stuff like that. I just kind of tapped him on the arm and said, "Oh, Scott, I've been a massive fan, for all my life because I did literally start playing guitar because of Thin Lizzy, Live and Dangerous. So Scott Gorham and the other Brian, the other guitar player, were my
Robinson, was
influences
it?
basically. Brian Robinson, yeah.
I
And
met him.
so I was like, oh, okay, great. This is Scott Gorham. I've got to go and meet him. And yeah, basically, when I met him and I gave him the EP and I told him about that song, and he goes, oh, yeah, I've heard that song. You guys are killer. So I was like, okay, this is amazing. So the fact that he said that to me, it's kind of all come full circle. And then he said, oh, we should give you a support slot one day, like give you guys a leg up. And then I quit the band the next day. So there you go. So, so but yeah, that was pretty incredible, and I can't wait to. I mean, my daughters might not even care, but still, I'll tell them because it'll just be the greatest thing. Oh, Dad's babbling on about Scott Gorham again. But yeah, that was an amazing thing, really, to have your hero actually turn around and go, "Yeah, this is really good." You're like, "Oh, okay, thanks." So yeah, that was,
Oh, that's fantastic. And Scott Gorham's lovely as well, isn't he? He's just
oh,
brilliant.
he's a
So,
legend.
what an absolutely amazing little memory. I love it. And it doesn't always have to be a starstruck moment, but I think you do get that flutter, don't you?
Yeah.
Amen. Yeah.
When you meet somebody that you just think is a god or
Mm.
someone that influenced you the whole time. It's fantastic. Okay, so talking about famous people then, if there was going to be a film of your life, because this is where this is going to go, obviously, we're just going to get bigger and bigger until they're doing documentaries about you. Who, if there was going to be a film made of your life, who would you have play you?
I
Danny
quite like
Dyer.
Sam to play me.
Perfect. Well, he knows you well enough, so there you go.
Yeah.
I'll only do it if you play me, Matt.
Okay, we got a
Yeah.
switcheroo. Just to make things really complicated, you'll have to wear
Yeah.
name badges.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Who would I? Do you know what? I don't know. Oh, I could do the Aussie thing and go Denzel Washington, couldn't I?
I was waiting for someone to say it.
Yeah,
Whoopi
absolutely. If you
Goldberg.
can't think of anything else, always just go Denzel Washington. He can play anybody, and it's fine. And
Yeah,
it's
I do.
funnier. It's so much funnier.
Oh, such a I don't know. I don't know. Do any of
Oh,
you know?
you know who would be Carl, don't you? Who's that guy that just won the Emmy? Is it Stephen Graham? Is that his name?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah,
That would be
100%,
yeah.
100%.
I was going to put Danny Dyer forward for that. I think
Yeah.
he'd be spot on.
Danny
Or
Dyer,
Mark
yeah.
Wahlberg, if he's still
Mark
alive,
Wahlberg.
Carl.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Kaz, do you
Wahlberg.
think Carl looks like Mark Wahlberg?
No.
I mean, I wouldn't have said he was a spitting image. I didn't kind of come on and go, oh,
Honestly,
It's
That's
Marky
Mark
Mark.
Wahlberg.
so many TikTok fans are like, "Oh my God, when did Mark Wahlberg start playing drums?" And we're like, "What?"
I mean, maybe in a certain light. And I'm not trying to say that as an
Not-
insult. It's just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
How about
I
now?
need to meet you in real life and then I'll be the judge. So yeah, I'll come and fangirl you and I'll go, Mark, please can I have your autograph?
Amazing. We could film that for TikTok as well.
I'll try and
That'd be really
remember
good.
that.
Yeah.
For the gift. Perfect.
Don't know if there's anyone tall enough to play Robin.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
My-
what's
my
his
Warwick
shout-
name?
Davis.
My shouts would have been either Willem Dafoe because I would want to grow into whatever Willem Dafoe's got going on, or Adam Driver because Adam Driver's got a big enough nose.
Oh,
No
Adam
one else
Driver.
does.
Yeah.
I think Adam Driver could do a good
Is
shot.
he the Star Wars guy?
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
been in a lot of other superb movies that aren't Star Wars, but yeah, he was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
I
we
know
go.
you mean, yeah.
Perfect. We've got that sorted then. So just in case we need to know that for future reference, it's all recorded here for posterity. So when they are making a film about you.
There's a really wild one as well. There's an Australian sort of poppy electric-y rock band called I think they're called the Home Team. Their frontman is the spitting image of me. It's actually quite disturbing.
Or are you the spitting image of him?
Oh.
He's probably older than me, so you're probably right there, Matt. Yeah.
Sorry.
Robert
They're
Downey
great band,
Jr. Robert Downey Jr. would play me.
There you go. Boom. Got it. See, this is the thing. Sometimes it just takes a bit of thought. And what you don't want to do is after the interview go, I've got loads of great ideas now. It's too late. I do chuck in questions that people haven't had before. So you haven't got an answer prepared. That's the problem. I'm going to try not to go too weird because we haven't got time to go down the would you rather route. They're all a bit weird anyway. Because I start off gently and then I get weirder and weirder as I go with them. So we're not going down that route there. You'll be pleased to know. We'll have to save that for another day. So I think what we will probably do. Okay, one more random question that I like without going too weird because we've got a few minutes. Um, what superhero power would you love to possess and why?
Oh.
I
I've got
feel
two
like
kids,
I'm
so I'd like to be invisible.
Well done, Matt.
I might be too nerdy for this question. I've given it far too much thought over the
Ah,
years.
I love this. Come on, bring it
Uh,
on.
I think to go really, really niche, I think there was a guy in the TV show years ago, Heroes. I think he had it. You can adjust probability.
Oh, wow.
Basically means you can do anything.
Yeah.
Because I think in the show he like flips a coin in the back of an ambulance. He causes it to crash and he escapes from prison and or just by flicking a coin because he's adjusted everything. And they can't
Wow.
catch him because he just keeps flicking coins and it rolls and causes all sorts of mayhem.
As a type 1 diabetic, is it okay if I have a pancreas that works?
Yeah, that's cute. It's a
Don't
very
mind if you
cute
want
one
some.
though. You could have
I,
this, you could have the superpower to heal yourself and anybody. I mean, that's more of a superhero power.
it's more because the band just take the piss out of me all the time. So
Or the
Well,
super.
not for being diabetic.
I don't know. Carl and Robin at Made of Stone were absolutely on one.
Oh,
If
we're just
anyone,
excited. We just got
if
excited,
anyone
mate.
had heard us walking away from Made of Stone and them two taking the mickey out of me having a non-working pancreas and I can't even say what I was responding to them at that point, but yeah.
Wouldn't the
Oh.
superhero power be, though, to be so quick-witted that no one could ever take the piss and win? You're always going to be better than them at it.
I've already got that. It's
See,
You are
I'm
quite good at
I'm
that, to be
usually
fair.
the butt of everybody's jokes. I'm usually the person everybody takes the piss out of, and that's how I know that I've made friends because as soon as they know it's okay around me to literally like take the piss out of everything, then they're friends of mine, which is fine. And every now and again, though, I just want to be able to fight back a little bit harder because I just take it.
but
This is
Yeah,
my
I
life.
I
understand.
set it, and I literally set myself up for it almost all of the time just by existing, just by the weird things that I do and say.
I
I've
genuinely
I've got
think
I've got four brothers, so it was sort of learn quick or die trying. So
Yeah, exactly. Well, I've only got one. I'm the oldest. He was all right though. I had him under control. But it's all my friends. But it's how I make people feel comfortable around me. I set myself up for it. Any others? Because I am going to wrap you up in a minute. Not
I
literally.
was just thinking, like looking around the state of this room that I'm in now. I'd quite like to have the power of telekinesis, so I could just
Yeah,
have a bit of a tidy up while we're doing this.
these are all really modest, by the
Bit of
way.
a tidy up.
I like these. I like these. They're all really modest. It's really cute. Cool. Well, okay, one final question then. If anything was possible, what would be the dream achievement for this band? And you can go weird if you want, go big, bold, brash, whatever you want it to be. What would be your dream achievement for Revenant?
I want us to walk out on stage at Wembley
How cool would that be?
because I genuinely I've been in a lot of bands and played a lot of music and have played guitar for a long time, and this is the only band that I think has got that capability. And I'd love. My dad also says it's the most adequate band I've ever been in. So to walk out on stage at Wembley, I think would be absolutely just incredible for us.
Any advance on that? Because that's pretty good.
Arena or stadium? We-
I'd have to.
Stadium,
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah,
stadium.
David.
we're going large.
I think, yeah. I mean, you just never know. You don't know what the what the realms, can give you. But I think, to be fair, can you actually top that, really? If you, whether it's our gig or you're opening up for someone. I mean, I would just dine out on that forever. Going, yeah,
Of course
I
you would.
opened up for whoever at Wembley Stadium. You'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah, of
I
course
I
you
want
would.
to beat Bruno Mars to a Grammy.
There you go.
Nice, nice.
Knock Bruno Mars off. That's our Grammy, thanks.
There was an advance on it. I think
A Grammy would be pretty cool.
Robin's your secret weapon. You see, he has got the best wit, as it turns out.
Yeah. Well, I don't think that because I'm the butt of it normally. But
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, same. Cool. Okay, so just to wrap up then, thank you so much for catching up with me. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Matt. I've had a lovely time. It's been brilliant. I know you've got more interviews to do, so we're going to have to wrap up now so you can crack on and do some more. But just for everybody out there, you've heard us talk about the current live dates. Go and check them out on the socials. Follow the guys on Spotify, follow the guys on everywhere that they can be followed. I've seen bits of videos and stuff, so I dare say you're on YouTube as well, but there's all sorts going on there on the socials, and that's where you'll get all of the update information. So we've got tour dates, we've got an EP coming out. If people would pre-order all of that, that would be amazing. And please, if you can be there, 10th of October at the Gifford Arms headline show to launch the EP. That would make it really special for you guys. Be nice to get a sellout, and everybody gets to go on the chair. And guess what? It might also be another time when the building gets struck with lightning and there's a flood. So we would all be there for that biblical
yeah,
moment.
come and witness that. Come and
That'd be
witness that.
awesome.
That'd be
Come on
great.
with
Yeah.
that. So if nothing else, just come with your cameras just in case. We
Yeah,
could go
yeah.
down in this could be it. We could go down in history. So thank you ever so much for catching up with me. I will see you
Thank you.
at that gig, hopefully.
Cheers.
Mega.
Thumbs up.
See you there.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.